Welcome everyone. My name is Kylo. I had a request to go through this kind of the steps on how I came about to use modded content on Inscryption in my Inscryption videos, and I'm also going to tack on at the end how I do the dice roll overlay in OBS for my random dice runs as well. Here is the Thunderstore webpage. It's actually on the description community. So if you get into Thunderstore, you can go to communities, Inscryption, and then you get to the main page where you can start downloading. Now, there is there are two types of mod managers. There is the Thunderstore app, which is up here at the top. When I started, that was the only option, and that's the one I still currently use. This R2 Modman is a second one that is also a mod manager. I have not used it, but I've heard that I think it's just a preference point whether which one you want to use. I believe they should both function essentially the same. Um, it's just the Thunderstore is the original, and then the R2 Modman is the secondary one. Um, so you can manually download mods from the website, but I would recommend getting a mod manager and then downloading through those, because then you can make sure to get the correct dependency mods. So because some mods rely on other mods to function, so then you'd be able to get them all, and you'd be able to be notified of any updates, so you don't have to manually check for updated versions of mods. And this is the Thunderstore mod loader when you first open it up. So just type in Inscryption, select a platform. Once you have here, so this is the only game that I use the mod manager for, so it just defaults to the profile selection page. So you can make different profiles based off of, if you want to only want to use certain groupings of mods together. But in general, I use the default. And then here you have all of the different mods. You can go to the get mods. You can search. There's some filterings. You can just go through the variety of them and pick the ones you want. And then you can just toggle what you want on and off. If you toggle something that's important off, it will tell you like, hey, uh, this is important, and everything will be disabled that needs it. It's like uh, these top three, these ones are pretty much needed by every mod, especially the Pepin XPack, and the API for sure is needed by everything. So typically those will always be checked on. I find if I'm going to start fresh, it's easy just to disable all the other mods you plan on using, or you don't. Just disable all mods and then enable the ones you want, because they will typically reactivate uh, mods that are needed by it. Because you can only disable kind of one at a time unless you disable a core mod, but if you enable one, you enable all necessary ones. And then when you're ready, you can choose I don't want to use mods, just launch vanilla Inscryption, or you click the play modded, and then it will load the game with mods. And then as it's going, you'll get this doc command. Yellow means, hey, something's going on, but it's not serious. Red means a serious thing. So if you see a lot of red, it probably means the mods aren't going to load as you want them to. So this is the main page for the dice roll. It's the dice.b.ac website, and here you can see the different types of die that are available. You can type in what types of die you want. You can clear nothing, but you can say like a 1d4. It will roll a 4-sided dice. Now here is my configuration that I use. In the field up above, you can see that there is some hex decimal fields. Those can adjust the color of the dice, the color of the background, the transparency of the sum in the middle. I played with those to try and find a good balance with OBS to try and make the background not poke through the game while still having the dice be visible and minimizing the visibility of this, the sum portion. This is what it looks like in OBS. I have it as a source, a web browser type source. So I just put in the URL here. I actually changed the hexadecimal fields in here to get what I wanted. Um, so then it's just a visible field or a field, and then I in OBS just put a hotkey so that way I can toggle it on and off with just a single button push.